when God says stop, the storm has to listen. Yeah, one time Jesus was in a storm and the disciples felt like some of us feel right now. You don't care? This is weird. I thought you were like the Son of God and stuff. You know what Jesus was doing? I know you know, Anna. He was doing the most inappropriate thing you can do in a storm. He was sleeping. Here's what I want you to know. After the disciples had stressed out and scrambled, see, you got the disciples scrambling and Jesus is sleeping because he knows something that they don't know. And I want you to do me a favor. Ask that storm what happened when Jesus told it to stop. When God says stop, the elements have no choice but to obey him. When God says stop, the Red Sea has no choice but to stop standing in my way. When God says stop, any weapon that is formed against me has to bow its name to the name of Jesus. So I want you to insert God's name over and against whatever need you have. His name is I am, not I was, and not I will be. God is with you in this moment, not just when I get to the other side, but when God says stop, every storm has to stop raging. I wish I had an organ. I wish I had a B3. We can still have church. When God says stop, ask Lazarus what happens when God says stop. The worms had already started eating his body. The process of decomposition was already in progress. But when God says stop, when God says stop, the consequences have to be reversed. When God says stop, when God says stop, God speaks peace to every anxious heart. When God says stop, I want you to tell the terror right now, God says stop. Put your hand out like this. Put your hands up like this on an emoji and fight the devil with an emoji. God says stop. Fear stops here. You can have my finances, but you can't have my faith. It stops here. Here's the lie. God says stop. Don't give him space. Don't give him your... Calm down, Furtick. It's an empty room. Stop, 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 stop. Get some sleep in the stern of the ship, because if Jesus is in the boat, we're all in the same storm, but we're not all in the same boat. And here's what I found out. Faith doesn't keep me from having to go through a storm. It doesn't exempt me from the challenges. We're all in this together. But I got somebody in the stern.